Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Balboa. In this video, I'll be explaining stat builds and which ones you should go as a Soul Reaper in Type Soul. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. My current goal is 8,000 subscribers. If you do that, I'll greatly appreciate it. Also, join my Discord down below. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first one that I'll be explaining is my personal build, and then I'll go into some builds that I've seen a lot in the community. So my personal build is a water Shikai with Kendo. Now, personally, this build is really good for combos. Combos is what I was going for. If you want like a really combo-oriented build, I would recommend to know this build. It's really good. Anything with Kendo is really what you want for combos. Kendo's probably the most combo-oriented one. Hakuda is really good as well, though, for combos. But yeah, Kendo has really good combos. I'll put up a clip on the screen right now of me actually using it and pretty much one comboing this guy. But yeah, as you guys can see in the footage, it's really good. Pretty much you just mortal ties them, which forces the opponent into a close range battle. And then you use Flower Passage to close the gap, and then pretty much you do whatever else, and then it's instant death. They can block a lot of the skills though, including Mortal Ties. If you don't get Mortal Ties off, then it makes the fight a lot harder. But I still think Kendo is one of the best ones, and the one I personally recommend if you do want to run combos. Now, the next one that I'll be talking about is going to be speed. Speed is really good. It's what most people are running at the current moment because it's pretty much meta. It's just really fast, so a lot of people don't know how to react to it. If they've never gone against a speed user, or even if they have, it's just really hard to react to because your attacks are so fast. And then obviously, like Blooming Cut and Flash Cut, I believe you literally teleport to the opponent. So it gives pretty much no time to react. And then Spectre Step is pretty much when Ichigo first popped Bankai. I put up a clip if you guys didn't actually watch Bleach. But yeah, pretty much he just like used a bunch of flash steps and then got a free hit. That's pretty much what this move is, and it's really broken. If you want the fun build, like if you just care about having fun, speed is definitely the way to go. It's probably the most fun build that you can run. Now, if you're more into games that have air combat, that's why I recommend Hakuda. Now, you won't be able to use a weapon, unfortunately, so your R move, your crit, will be nerfed, especially if you have something like Dagger, then it will be a lot worse. But yeah, if you only care about air combat and just want to like have the most immersive PvP experience, Hakuda is probably your best bet. I personally really haven't seen too many people use it, but it is really good for air combos and has a lot of damage. Now, the next thing is Kido. Now, Kido, personally, I don't really like it because it's more of not like combo-oriented or anything like that. It's really just outputting a lot of damage, and you really have to rely on your Shikai a lot. So if you don't have a good Shikai, I really don't recommend going Kido. Kido is more for Quincy, which I'll have probably full separate videos for every race. But yeah, Kido as a Soul Reaper, it's alright, but it's not one of the ones that I personally recommend. If you are Kido and you think it's really good, let me know down in the comments down below, but I really haven't seen many Soul Reapers actually be good with running a Kido build. Now, the next one is kind of wonky. It's going to be healing. Now, healing is, obviously, if you want to become a healer, just become a healer. It is really good to have in raids or something, but obviously, you won't actually be, like, playing the game. You'll have your Shikai for moves, and you'll be able to heal yourself a lot, but that's pretty much it. Healing overall, like if you want to become a healer, use it. If you don't and you want to do attacks, then the ones that I personally recommend for attacking as a Soul Reaper is going to be Kendo and Speed. I think these are just the most overall ones. Now I'll go over builds that I recommend you guys to use, just to use your stats the most effective way. So personally, I'm doing 50 Kendo and 15 into speed. The reason why I'm going for this is because Mortal Ties is really good, and then 15 into speed will get me Blooming Cut, which is a teleport move. So whenever I use Mortal Ties, I'll instantly teleport to the opponent, and it'll pretty much just make it like a free combo. This is really good, and then I'll also get Flash Fake Out, which is good because it makes you have a really long flash step, so it's really good for running if I ever get low or anything like that. Another build that I recommend is pretty much anything with speed. 60 speed is a really good one because this last move is a passive. For every third hit of speed damage, you gain a temporary flash step speed boost. Now this is really good because it actually does give you a way faster flash step, and it's really good. Speed is mainly really good for Shikai's like fire, like it's really good for fire. It's good with shadow. I don't know about any of the legendaries. I think it's really good with blood as well. I believe blood and speed was one of the best ones for CC when it was closed immunity. So yeah, overall, I'd still say speed and Kendo are probably going to be your best bets. Kido is more if you just want to like spam. That's the only really way that I could see Kido being good is if you just spam all your moves, because most of them are ranged. And a Hakuda is really just good with anything. It just is up to you if you don't want to use a weapon. But yeah, that's pretty much how I would explain stats for Soul Reaper. Just to give it one last rundown, pretty much the ones that I recommend the most is Kendo and speed. You can mix it up a bit. You can go more into speed, a little bit into Kendo, or you can go, I personally recommend a lot into Kendo and speed. But pretty much the two builds that I recommend is 15 speed, 50 Kendo, or just full speed. The reason why I say that is because full speed is really good, but at the same time, Kendo and 15 speed is also a really good build. If you want to be different, you can go Hakuda or Kido. They're still really good. I just personally think that Kendo and speed are currently on the top of meta for Sword Reapers. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I just want to make this real quick so you guys actually understand what builds. I know a lot of people are wiping right now or making alt accounts because they didn't like their build. If you want the most fun experience, I recommend going speed. If you want something a bit more combo oriented, I recommend going Kendo. Hakuda, if you like air combos, I recommend doing that. And if you just want to spam and do a lot of damage and have far range moves, then Kido is going to be your best bet. And obviously, if you want a healer, just go healing. As well, if you do any of like Hakuda, Kido, anything like that, if you put 50 and you still want self-heal, just put 10 into, or you just can put 5 into healing. And then you will actually end up getting self-heal if that is what you're going for. Personally, I don't really recommend it, but if you do put 10 into healing with Kendo or something, you would have the barrier and you would also have self-heal. Barrier is really good for friends whenever you're doing a raid, and self-heal, obviously, you'll be able to heal yourself. But yeah, those are pretty much the builds I recommend. The main ones are definitely going to be Kendo and speed, but let me know down your thoughts on the current stat builds for Sword Reapers and which ones you guys personally like. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.